Hello, everyone. Welcome to Christopher's Entertainment Blog. I'm your host, Chris. Uh, all right, guys. A lot of big news coming out from DC and Warner Brothers. Yesterday, I believe it was. That was the October the 15th. Um, yeah, we knew for a while that they were going to have this huge DC cinematic universe that they are going to try to create. We know that Batman versus Superman's coming in 2016. But they also announced a Captain Marvel or Shazam movie coming as well, and that's starring The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and we know that there was some speculation of some other films, but they did not confirm anything. But now, yesterday, they finally confirmed a whole slate of these films, and I'm going to try to go down through. And they say these movies are going to be coming all the way through 2020, so 2020. So we got a long time here to get to know a lot of these characters. But we know now that's been announced that they are making a Suicide Squad film. Now, personally, I mean, I'm not real excited for a Suicide Squad film. I don't know a lot about the Suicide Squad. I mean, I know that they had the Suicide Squad on season 2 of Arrow, of the television show Arrow, on the CW, but I don't know a lot about the Suicide Squad. But if you guys know, let me know in the comments below. I mean, I really don't know a lot. So, I mean, I'm not really excited about that one, but I mean, it could turn out to be great. It could turn out to be wonderful. I mean, I don't know, but that's going to be released later in 2016, so it says. So, we'll see how that movie turns out. Another a big film though that I am looking forward to, and I hope they do it right, is a Wonder Woman movie. They confirmed it. Gal Gadot is going to have her own standalone movie, Wonder Woman. So, let's hope she can pull it off. I mean, there's a lot of doubt for Gal Gadot. Can she act? Can she not? I mean, this and that, but she's got the look. I mean, I'll say that. I mean, I like the way the costume looked, how that they released it Comic-Con. I mean, I like it. I really do. And I think she's got the look. She could be a little bit more stronger looking, but I mean, that's not a big deal to me. The big deal to me is, can she act? And can she pull off this Amazonian warrior that's like the biggest female comic book character ever or around, and that's Wonder Woman. So we shall see, but that's coming in 2017. So that's right after Batman v Superman. We will see in Batman v Superman if she can, grasp this character and somehow pull it off. We shall see, but that's big news. Big news for Gal Gadot, a standalone Wonder Woman movie. Another huge film later that year in 2017. We are getting a Justice League movie, and that boggles my mind because the Avengers, Marvel has the Avengers, which is so good. The Avengers is so good. I love it, but I'm a DC fan more than I am a Marvel fan. But I love the Marvel characters. I do. I love them. But I hope they get this right. I really do. I hope they do these movies right because I grew up a Superman fan, a Batman fan. These are my superhero favorites, and I hope they pull off a Justice League movie because that sounds so great, so exciting. I mean, I'm more excited for this than I was Avengers film, even though the Avengers is my favorite, comic book film right now. But oh man. I mean, this is going to be a return of Batman, Superman, and every other character you can think of. So, yeah, I mean, this is big news, big news. And then after that, in 2018, we are getting a standalone Flash movie. The Flash is getting his own film. Now, we just had the debut of The Flash on the CW, the show starring Grant Gustin. But they have showed that they are not crossing over The Flash into the TV and movie universes. They are not going to do that. They're going to keep them separately, which I think is a good idea. I really do, because Marvel, with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., has proved that it doesn't really work that well. I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is, at times, really bad, and at other times it seems okay. So, I mean, I really don't like them getting their hands tied like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is with Marvel. I think it's a great idea to keep them separately. Just keep the show, the Flash and Arrow and all that separately, and that's what they're doing. They're having a standalone Flash film, and it's going to star the actor Ezra Miller. And I don't have his pick up here. I apologize, but yeah, I really don't know too much about him. I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen any films with him in it, but I've heard he is a great actor. So that's a plus. I mean, I heard he's a very good actor, and if that's the case, from what I heard, then I don't have any problem with that. I really don't. I mean, I don't have any real stake in a lot of the source material for a lot of these comic book characters. Like a lot of people might do. They want the source material to be exactly like it in the comics and in the movie. They want everything the same. For me, I'm not. I don't really care too much about the source material. I mean, it can be similar, but it doesn't have to be exactly. So I just want them to make a good movie. That's what all I care about. Make a good movie. I don't care if it has anything exactly like the comic book. It doesn't have to be exact. So, but Ezra Miller, and that's being fast tracked to 2018. So they're getting that. I mean, they're getting these ready to go. So, um, yeah. I mean, I'm just in shock of all these films. Um, but yeah, after that and after that in 2018 is finally confirmed. I can finally confirm this. Uh, we're getting an Aquaman movie, a standalone Aquaman movie. I never would have thought of saying that. And it's going to start finally. You can confirm it. Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is confirmed of playing Aquaman. And I think he's going to do really good at that because I love Jason Momoa. He's great. I mean, I loved him ever since Stargate Atlantis. He was in Stargate Atlantis. I thought he was really good in that. And Ronan. I think he was Ronan. Wasn't his name Ronan in Stargate Atlantis? But he was very good. And he's done some other great stuff, and it's just, I can't wait. We'll see how this character is. I mean, uh, Aquaman is actually a badass character. I mean, he can summon everything in the ocean. I mean, he can be quite, gnarly. I mean, whoa. If you see like the Injustice Gods Among Us, the game and the comic books and all that, boy, he's a scary character. But Jason Momoa was also in Game of Thrones. I was blanking on that for a while. He was in Game of Thrones as well. Very good. He's got that show Red Road now, I think. I haven't seen that, but yeah, that's coming in 2018. Of course, we have Shazam, and that's coming in 2019. Which I don't think Shazam is going to be part of that universe with these other characters like the Justice League. It might. Maybe it will now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's still not confirmed, but I thought that was going to be like a completely separate thing for a while, and then they would maybe cross over eventually. But the Shazam thing, I mean, maybe they changed their mind. Maybe they're going to make it eventually, right off the bat, in with all these films. It should be interesting because I'm a big Shazam fan too. That character is like equal on par to Superman. So the Billy Batson, little kid, Shazam, Superman. That should be cool. But Dwayne's playing Black Adam. He's not Shazam. I mean, he's not the main guy. He's playing Black Adam. We'll see who can be confirmed coming up shortly. I think they know who's going to be Shazam. I think they have an idea, but they're not saying, because Jason Momoa has been rumored to be Aquaman for months and months and months, and they knew it automatically. They're just finally getting all that finalized. I think they know who in the ballpark who they want to be Shazam, if not they already know. So yeah, we'll get that coming up. We got a long ways to go with that. 2019. That's a long ways away. Wow. And then we're getting a second. After that, in 2019 as well, we're getting two of these in 2019. We're getting another Justice League. That's part two. The other one was part one. This is part two. I don't know if they're splitting those or what, but it says part two. So Justice League part two, and then probably by then we're going to have everybody: Aquaman, Shazam, and Flash, and oh man, Cyborg, and that's in 2019. And speaking of Cyborg, after that in 20. I don't know if this is 2020, I believe this is 2020. Is a Cyborg film. He's getting his own standalone film. Now, from what I heard, I don't think he has his own comic book, does he? I mean, he don't have his own standalone comic book, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, they want to push this character. Ray Fisher, I think, is a very good actor. I mean, this guy is a stage actor, so we shall see. I mean, if he can pull off this cyborg character, but I mean, their introduction to him is going to be in Dawn of Justice, the Batman v Superman movie, and then he's going to have his own film later on, hopefully, if it all goes well. I think this is the plan. This is why it's so late in the game, like 2020. So hopefully it goes over well. All these films does very well and are very good, and then we're going to have a Cyborg film. So, and it just keeps going on. In 2020, we're getting a reboot of the Green Lantern. And I like the Green Lantern. I think he's another interesting character. And it's not going to be Ryan Reynolds. It's going to be somebody else. Because we know Ryan Reynolds, I think, is going to be having his own thing over at Marvel with the Deadpool thing. That's a rumor. I mean, yeah, so it's not going to be Ryan Reynolds. It's going to be a totally different actor. And I think they're going to do this one right. I really do. I think they know their mistakes that they done with the old Green Lantern Ryan Reynolds movie. And I think they're going to make this one right, and that's coming in 2020. So, but no talk of a solo Batman movie. But we gotta believe that they're in talks with that, with Affleck, man. I think if Affleck pulls it off in Batman v Superman, which I believe he will, I really do. I think he's going to be the best Batman we've ever seen. I'm stating it right now. He's going to be better than Bale. I mean, I love the Dark Knight films, the Chris Nolan movies, amazing. The Dark Knight was unbelievable. But I think Affleck is going to be the best Batman. Maybe not so much the best Bruce Wayne, but I think he's going to do it. I really do. Because Affleck, he's proven in these movies that he's doing. Gone Girl is great. The Town was great. Argo was great. I mean, and he's directing these films. I mean, he's one of the best now. So forget what he did in the past. Forget all that crap. This is now, and I think he's going to do it. I really do. And who knows what else they got in store. But yeah, guys, a lot of great news coming out. I mean, it's so amazing. I mean, it's all this slate of these movies coming out for DC and Warner Brothers, and I can't wait to see them, guys. But let me know in the comments below what you thought of all this news, what you think of the Flash Ezra Miller being cast. I mean, a lot of people might be conflicted with that, but I don't have a big deal about it. From what I hear, he's a great actor, so, I don't care. But let me know what you think about all this news, guys, in the comments below. I like to see your comments. But also like and subscribe, guys. Appreciate the support. But if there's any more news, I'll be sure to be back again with more videos or whatever we can do here. But exciting news, guys. But that's it for me. For Christopher's Entertainment Blog, I'm Chris. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy.